Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
We're under attack. All personnel report. This is not a drill.
When it hits the fan, blast your frostbitten hand. Medics can't land. You need a fighting friend. He'll find you falling, pulse throbbing, fish bacon calling, meds dropping. It's the ice lover's wonderland. Penguin is here till the end. Penguin is your fighting friend. Penguin is here till the end. Penguin is your fighting friend.
Well, hello everybody. I hope you all are doing okay. I hope it's been nice and good for you. Yeah. Get some tuners going. There we go. Kind of quiet. We got this thing sitting at anyways. It's not terrible. I'll turn it up a little more. Jfish, Ubu, Soundboy, Attack Cat, welcome on in everybody. On our first ever.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Mondays. I can't even do the face right. Big shout out to Mrs. Penguins for making this happen tonight. I thought last second it was going to happen because I had to go get some prednisone. They're going to inject me with a big old needle tomorrow for my immunotherapy. And I had to have that. Otherwise, it could have went to anaphylactic shock tomorrow. Which, kind of a big deal. Prednisone, by the way, I was reminded, thanks to this, that stuff is disgusting. Yeah. Thankfully, we have some water from the French Alps tonight as part of our water talk. Hey, we got a shout out for Jfish. Love it. Yeah, this is a big old needle. I don't know actually how big it is. This is my first time doing this style of immunotherapy. So, wish me luck. It's supposed to, in 3 visits, help me essentially no longer be allergic for at least a good 10 to 20 years to mold and grass and trees. So, one day you may stream again. Yes. I did hear, by the way, Jfish, that it sounds like it might be next week they kick all that off. So, 10 to 20 years, yeah. Depends on the person. How does it work? Essentially, yeah. But instead of the normal shots you get, this one they inject a larger quantity of it into some of your I forget what the name of that gland is now. One of your glands. We'll go with that. And so it sticks around for longer. So you only need to do it once a month for 3 months, and because it's also more consistently in your system. It doesn't take as long for it to take you down. Unfortunately, it costs a little more, and insurance doesn't cover it yet because it's a newer technique, but it's been around in Europe apparently for a decade, so, good times there. I can't see it with my overhead camera, but we got the new floor mat. If you all were paying attention to socials, you probably would have saw a picture of it, as well as if you're a subscriber on Discord. So, actually, there was a different picture on socials today that I did for y'all. You would have seen that I did a costume change already. And then for subscribers on Discord, I've been starting to do special pictures. No, not that kind. Get your mind out of the gutter. But special pictures nonetheless for those that are subscribers and in Discord. So If that's your case, go check it out. I'm trying to make it so it's actually worthwhile to be a subscriber on here. Shocker. The other kind of cool thing here is we have a new camera. So I don't know if you noticed, but you can see more. I could make it so you could even see more yet, but for now, as the studio is still slightly a mess, I've decided to not do that. Nose cam win, right? Armpit cam, let's go. If you look closely, you can see in the spare chair behind me the camera that's going to go over the bar top. So we've already figured out how we're going to do it and everything. Unfortunately, as we were working on it, the wife decided to derail us with a 2,000-piece crib. And so that took all the time that I had to work on in here, and used it on that. So we'll someday get the chance to finally put up this last final touches here and get the final things with the cords going on. But it is what it is. When they did studio tours making airplane noise. Ah, nice. What glasses, clam? Get that true POV. Hey, Fat 32, I haven't seen you in a half minute, dude. How are you doing? Yeah, I guess I have to go get like the Google glasses or something now so you can see it from my view.
It was on Thursday, I think it was Thursday, right? We're streaming it on Thursday. We're playing Valheim, and
got it, Valheim.
Everything's going quite well. The game crashed a couple times, but
it crashed, of course, yeah.
But one of the times when it crashed, it took my GPU with it.
Oh!
Are they? How out of sync?
3090 fully died. Oof, it sounds like a power problem. I'm sorry to hear that, though. Those aren't cheap. But did get that done at least. I also got the chair mat you all saw done. Got a couple more other things cleaned out, which is great. We got the dedicated power for the sound rack ran in. We got the new ups, actually you can see right here, which is a pure sine rack mount ups for some more of the rest of the equipment. That's the one big thing for anybody who's on solar, by the way. Like, you desperately need one of those if you're gonna run any sort of audio equipment. If you're getting like this faint sound in your music, or you're having like randomly burning out your audio equipment, that's probably why. So good times. I was 2 months out of warranty. Frick. Which brand was it? So I imagine EVGA. Okay. Yep. Oh, you get it tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah, for those who don't know, Fat 32 and I used to be on a stream team together back in the day of the dojo. Which was essentially what the team I prior ran, the night crew, merged into. So, what else? Yeah, the new camera, we talked about that. This is actually the camera I used at SitCon. I got it predominantly just for SitCon. And then the one I had before was the first gen. This is the second gen. And I was like, I have a charity/friend that needed a camera, so I donated it to them. And then I just pulled that one, and then I got a new one for my mobile bag, which is the Sony, is it Easy One or something like that? E1? Something along that line. So, I guess we're Sony fan kids now. I don't know. I'm also super excited to, once we get this all done, like actually get back into music production, maybe do some more cooler stuff with the lights. That'll be fun. You know, not worry about the me introducing new ways to crash. But I'm pretty sure y'all will be sad then, because it won't be a troubleshooting stream, right? Let's kick this off tonight with a good old wheel spin, as per usual. And for all of y'all that have been here early. Enjoy some free fish bacons for being here early. If I use a break. Well, so after I get this done, the thing that's going to break things is going to be Windows. We already know that. But... Did you? I didn't even see that. Have a mod allowed. Oh, you dropped a link. Oh. It thought you did. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, let's be honest. Windows is going to be the thing after that. Miss a space. Yeah, that'll happen. So typically, the way that one works is if you've been here enough, it won't time you out. It's regulars and above, right? But it is what it is. We had a good stream last time, though. Nice. Streamer.bot is actually a domain, if I remember correctly, so that's good fun. Yep. You did a bad. Shame! Shame on you! Oh, so I got a lot more of the stuff added to my stream deck for all the sound effects. I should have had shame. One of my mods, if y'all can put that as a request in our stream needs on Discord, that would be freaking awesome. I appreciate y'all. What else? But I had a good one for that. I just can't find it. Yeah. Shame. Strictly, it's good to see you, by the way. Alright, let's see here. I guess the quick spiel, wheel spin. Your first entry is free. There's up to $500 worth of value on that wheel. So, get on that. Exclamation point ticket gets you your first entry free. Otherwise, you can do exclamation point ticket space max if you want to go all in. Spin it to hopefully win it. Be aware, though, you could lose it all. Also, for those who want to get more involved tonight, let's hope this works. If you want to try things out, you can do those things there. Hey, it's Nick. Hello. Welcome.
Permission aboard, Captain.
Wait for you, but you're hooked on Gravelab racing on the... Ooh, that sounds like fun. Not my kind of fun, but it does sound like fun. Alright. So tonight, we're not going to be jumping into the game as much. Tonight's kind of my non-play nights. I know. Boo hiss. All that good stuff. Let me see. Where's my button? No. Don't do me like this. There we go. Oh, wow. We're doing squatters. Okay. Sir Roy, I think it is. Welcome. Welcome to the channel of the Waddles. Alright, here we go. We got the redemption for some squatters. Ah. Oh, I'm gonna hit a mic. See what you did? Give me nice and loose for stream. I like it. I forgot. I lost count. I'll do 5 more. Alright, good enough. This is why I wear an extra long cable. Extra long tether, if you will. Let me fix my little shield here. How is this one? Ah, yes. You know what they say about Fat 32. I kid. And we all be a little bit around here, a little bit of this. If you haven't seen it, by the way, this is on YouTube. It's from my early days, so enjoy it, because I won't be doing that again. You can see you doing it on 7 cams, right? Things we do before we think better of it, yes. But there is a special that's underneath the Moments of Mention playlist. So go check it out, get a laugh, see the younger me. You know, it is what it is. Alright, so let's get this going here tonight. Yes, indeed. So let's go check out, what do we got tonight on, there was something released by our friends, yeah? In case you're wondering, these are the folks currently in on that wheel spin, so hop on it. And you know, since you all have been here early, why don't I help you all out here? I'm just wondering, do I have it on here? See, this is why I need to get this better categorized. Here we go.
We're under attack. All personnel report. This is not a drill.
It's the ice lover's wonderland. Is here to the end. Is your fighting friend. Is here to the end. Is your fighting friend. You hit a snag. Unfriendly's barging in. Defenses down. Extreme winds kicking in. Your squad's mowed down. Not good enough to defend. When will it end? The throbbing pain just won't end. Penguins drops in. Sees your predicament. Take that shot. Will the numbers come to an end? Is here to the end. Is your fighting friend. Is here to the end. Is your fighting
is the end. Your friend isn't making amends. Take his fin. We'll get you and your friends past the wind. We'll get each of them. Penguins took a chance and dove back in. He fought like no man. Hey, like no man. But like a penguin of nails, forced in space. Each fin equipped with knives. It's the ends of the invader lives. Never again to see the cold frozen lands of the penguins' lands. The penguins' lands.
Is here to the end. Is your fighting friend? Is here to the end. Is your fighting friend? His charity has no end. His drive is to defend. In the end, you'll see piles of bodies. Thank goodness. Penguin is your fighting friend. Penguin is your fighting friend. Penguin is your fighting friend.
Hope you all like that. I don't play it too often, but y'all got here early, so, enjoy. And, Cerrone, I thank you, indeed, yeah. So tonight, I think we're going to jump into some of this stuff here tonight, just to look through it all. I normally don't have the time to, so I'm going to spend my Monday night spending time with you going through this, and I hope we learn something together. So let's jump in for this, for sure. And make sure that, and hope that they... Oh, that one's super quiet. Different skin you have to buy, or does it change for each year? I'm pretty sure it's a new one every year, if you're looking at these ones. So, this year it's the year of the dog. Super quiet now. That's probably why it's just not doing good with that. It's positive thinking you got theirs? Yeah. I thought you see it was the dragon. It's apparently it's something like it's the dog and the dragon. I don't know, man. There we go. Now we got some good music. So this is the Red Festival, aka the Lunar New Year stuff. Which for anybody that's celebrating that, Happy New Lunar New Year. Say that 20 times. But happy all that. So. Make sure you get your red envelopes out, your coins in hand, and stash them where nobody can find them. Ugh. So, we got the new skin I was talking about here, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Visual stuff. Looks like they converted it to talking about the nice little whales. So that's something. Shame all the ships don't have that. Yeah, they should do more ships with this kind of stuff for sure. Refer a friend and secure Drake Dragonfly. So if y'all are not doing referrals, check that out. If you haven't bought the game, refer or referral, I believe, or either one will get them to you. Feel free to use my code. If not, use another friend's. Use somebody's. You get so much benefits by doing it by joining by a referral. And if you haven't played, it's free play a week, so, enjoy that too. Let's talk about this red paint, though, on the 600i. That is kind of cool. I actually really like that. The X1 one, doesn't look too bad either. feel like if I'm gonna like run with a 600i and like call it a medic ship, even though it has like no medical capabilities, I'd have to have this skin. Yeah, we were playing this last stream where we were doing coin hunting. We got our special little holographic challenge coin of the dog because we did win a couple rounds, so that was cool. Before the server just went to crap. If we have time tonight, we might go for envelope hunting. That might be fun. If not, maybe tomorrow. Worst case, Friday. So. Fortunate, new stock, new limit. Oh, they're doing the 890 jump. Another, we want all your money. That's what this is. How have the servers been with the free fly? I haven't been in today, but for most people have been watching, it's been alright. Carrick one. Oh, that Carrick one actually looks really nice. These are the returning ones. So the Suspicious Red is, it looks like every year, but if you want the dog one, then you need the special one. Can I ask a non-SC question? In most cases, sure. On a turkey sandwich. Alright, we're already done. I don't do turkey. Colors aren't quite you. I can feel it. I don't mind it on the 600i. I think that's the only one I like it on. The 400i actually, it makes the 400i not look like too bad, in my opinion. But, yeah. Oh, we're in ad breaks. So you all know what that means. M-raffle. And we'll maybe grab a little bit of our French Alps water here. But let's say it wasn't a turkey sandwich. Actually, I'll wait till they do the ad break, just in case. Strictly deleted Strictly's message? Oh no. Whip is an American thing? Yep. Yeah, it is. Oh, wait. You got a hat, so you're good. The answer is I don't care. So I will do either. Now, if I'm going to do mayo, I prefer mayo with avocado oil. And if I'm going to do Miracle Whip, I prefer the extra fat version. So, but I'd say if I had to choose my favorite, and the one that we actually carry at the house, is definitely the definitely the mayo with avocado oil. The man has not tried the whip. I've definitely... So I grew up on Miracle Whip. My parents are absolute fiends for it. But since I'm on the keto diet, the Miracle Whip is a little more synthetic and not as fatty. So aioli's nice. The problem for me is it usually has a cream to it. A milk-based product of some sort, so I usually can't do aioli's. There are some that I can, but I just by default don't. I said on some of those though, I don't have a strong preference. Keto diet is pro mayo. Keto diet is pro some mayos, and I do the oh, what brand is it? It's not a normal store brand. It's one I have to buy off Amazon. So something like Caveman or something like that. I can't remember. I know it's keto friendly and paleo friendly. Primal Kitchen. Yes, thank you, Jfish. I usually do Primal Kitchen, and there's one other one too, but brands are not and names are not my strong suit. So Gaze 4 TTV. We got a new update. Yes, there was a new update. EPTU also went to 4th wave a little while ago, so you can go check that out. If you want to check out the new Master Mode, go check it out. It's got a lot of uniqueness to it. Not something that I can well show off, because it's not my forte, but watching others, it was kind of interesting to see some of the changes, like the lack of drop-off on bullets. So, which I don't necessarily agree with, but yeah. The new Mars and stuff. New maps. Oh, I don't know. That's 23. This is 22.1, and then there's a 22.1 with the experimental changes regarding Master Mode. So this is a patch update, not a major update. That won't be until March, April. Yeah, April. So there's a bunch of people looking forward to April, let's put it that way. Turbo 07s. Hopes and dreams, indeed. There's so much that they've promised on this one. I'm hoping that they hit like half it, and then it'll be good. I feel like I need to like add this to the cart, though. What do y'all think? Should I give one of these away tonight? Yeah, let's give away a 100i too. We'll do that tonight, towards the end. I feel like for the C8, it just made it look like the C8R. The armor, though, oh wow. This looks like a freaking... Yeah, I gotta get that. This is like a medical, like, you know, orgasm right here. Oh, that's really cool. I think I got the one with all of it, right? Yeah, okay. 100i, yeah. So Origin's all big into this stuff, that's cool. Anything that anybody's particularly looking for? I thrown that stuff in the store for a bit, for a little while, yeah. I like the armor more than those ship skins. I agree. These are legit. There was something else that was going on. Yeah, so let's talk about this real quick. If y'all haven't seen, there's a bunch of new armors coming out. Let's see, it's gonna show. This is another thing. If you go do any of these Arena Commander Duo showdowns, you can get the Love Struck skins and stuff, so that's kind of cool. But I think it's an opportunity to go buy them. Yeah, you get the challenge coin, you get the Love Struck skins and armor. I know there's a few people that saw the, like, Hindrosa's wife, I think wife. Have they got married yet? I can't remember, actually. I feel like he's told me. But, brain. Either way, I was like all into this. Fiance? I feel like they got married. I can't remember though, but we'll go with fiance for now. That's a safer bet. And they got the Ares, that's cool. So we got a few ships as part of this. The core armor. Cannot wait for the claim back sub items in 323. Yes, I can't wait for the ability to actually do EVA. If y'all haven't seen the EVA, instead of you flying like a standing man with like jetpack straight out behind you and you're like holding on to it, it actually acts like you've got multiple things like in your hands and stuff like that, so you can go fly like Superman. I'm super ecstatic about that. Is that the subscriber? Is that subscriber store? Where? I'm confused. This one? I don't think so. I don't see anything that's got either the subscriber or the what's it called, badge on it. I feel like I almost should get a set though, just in case the wife actually ever joins me in game. Maybe I will. That'll be the pack that I give her. Oh, you hit this one? It might be, I can see it because it's subscriber or concierge. I'm not sure. But I guess then you gotta first look at it, if that's the case. Alright, what else have we got on here? Free fly, yep. We talked about that. Valentine's Day. Referral bonus, we talked about that. We haven't talked about Inside Star Citizen, but there wasn't too much in there. I felt like that was super great. Yeah, so there's a bunch of changes here. This isn't the big one. And then in here, I was looking. There's some new pictures of the Mirai Ferry. I mean, we've all seen it, but it's kind of cool. I like it. Okay. We haven't got a new jump point for this year, which is a bit sus, that's for sure. Is it traditional for paint to work on all variants of a ship? Yes, yes it is. Just enough time for you to pass out. Have a wonderful night. I appreciate you. Have a good night, J Fish. I'm sure we'll be talking soon. This is kind of interesting. Kind of talking about the Zeus. Remember, I looked at this already, and some of the pictures once again from like CitizenCon and whatnot being recalled in here, like the new fire tech. Awesome. And then like the more realistic icebergs. I mean, what penguin wouldn't love that? And of course, Pico being used. Chef's kiss there for sure. I'm excited to go into Pyro and get my butt kicked. That's one thing that we were talking about the other night, and that is that right now there's no progression on the FPS side, especially, right? Like, there's no like bunkers and then platforms, so you get a little bit more with that, but it's not like it's insane, and you're gonna notice it hardcore. So I'm hoping that Pyro is gonna be much better. And yes, as Attack said, it's medic work is gonna be much more needed in Pyro, which I'm also ecstatic about. So welcome, Art and Soul 07s, fellow party crasher, fellow Coleman. Did anybody end up ever buying the R-Size Zeus Mark II? That's roughly based off of the shuttle. You're hoping the Apollo's out for Pyro? Maybe. If it is, I bet you it won't be as modular. All the Pixie Citizen Con. Am I in any of them on this page? There's Buster. ADI. ADI. I feel like I should have snuck myself into one of these pictures. I was on, I don't know if y'all noticed it, but I was on the live stream for CitizenCon. Snuck into one of those, so that's fun. I feel like it was this one. It was one of the ones. No, it wasn't. Nope, so not in this one. Oh well. We'll have to try harder next time. Is there a link to this presentation? Which presentation? The one that I snuck myself into? Oh, so this is the jump points for subscribers. So it's got these jump points, so it kind of goes a little more in depth. You know, you've got the vault. Right, all these different things there. You can see all the pictures and whatnot, which is kind of cool. Like, look at this. It was so cool seeing the station while you know, playing it on site. But the station's slowly being like destroyed by all the solar EMPs that are coming through. So like part of the station and everything gets damaged, according to lore. So. Of course, we got some graffiti here. The joke about rest and ready. The other cool things sometimes are these wallpapers. You know, one of the connecting systems is Terra to there, so it'd be kind of cool to see some of these more like urban sprawls. Beijing, New York City. It's gonna be kind of cool. The Bengal hangar concept. Oh, this is one of the old ones. 2012 for that one. I think this was the last one here, right? Star Citizen Live. Yeah, so that's the VA one. Here's where they were talking about 323. You know, the one thing I have to say to them is they got like, oh, join us. There's no link. Oh, I have to click on the thing itself. That's not necessarily obvious.
Sorry for the timing. Probably have a job. So, hi, welcome to Star Citizen Live, our weekly chat behind the scenes with the developers who make Star Citizen and Squadron 42 possible. On this week's show, we have a special treat. We are reverting to our original Meet the Devs format because we have 3 esteemed CIG luminaries who are visiting from the fabled land of Austin, Texas.
Texas.
That wasn't how I intended to say that. In my head, I was like, let's put a fun spin on saying it. I get so far out of place.
Just a little bit better.
That wasn't how I intended to say that. You can
Only
stop
Texas thing I have my
recording
soundboard.
This one to YouTube after all. Let's just get to our guests. We've got John, Mike, and Ahmed. John, Mike, Ahmed. How you doing, guys?
Hey there.
Good, how are you?
Thanks for having us.
You're visiting from Austin. We don't often get.
We'll go ahead and pull that wheel spin after this live.
I know you had some like summit stuff and going on, whatever. And while you were here, you know, I did my normal, you know, walk of the video Grim Reaper past where you guys were sitting. Like, hey, you want to be on video while you're here? So I appreciate you taking the time to be on the show. We don't often have folks at the executive level on the show, so we're going to take this next hour and we're going to get to know you, get to know a little bit about what you do and who you are and why you made the terrible, terrible decision to get into video games. So, John, we'll start with you. Tell us who you are and what you do for Star Citizen.
Cool. I'm John Erskine. I'm the head of the publishing organization for CIG. I've been with the project since essentially the very beginning.
BSN?
I joined in the beginning of 2013. At CIG, publishing encompasses everything technical that's not related to the game engine itself. So essentially, after a developer checks their code into our source control, Perforce, then it goes into our build system, and the build system is the start of the publishing pipeline. So when a build gets generated, it goes through a series of, you know, automated tests, and it eventually goes to a QA department. It eventually gets published to some kind of environment, whether it's an internal development environment, a staging environment, or maybe a test environment. And that's all part of the publishing technology group. Then we have also our live QA team and ultimately our customer support team that are supporting the game once it's either on PTU or on live, or people have questions.
All right, we're gonna
about
speed
the
this
game
up
afterwards, or problems with their purchases or all that sort of stuff. So all of those variety of things at CIG we call publishing in one form or another. So that's my group. There's a whole team of us. We have people all over the world.
And let's skip some of the intros. Let's get to the mix of it.
In a dark room with a bunch
Hellsire.
of spinning plates,
Sevens.
just pulling levers like Willy Wonka and some kind of thing to try to keep everything going. I know that's not the literal truth. It's just you and you have your team, but am I close to that?
I mean, it is pretty close. The fact is, we do not just own the infrastructure that the game runs on. We take custody of the game from the moment it comes to us. So we pride ourselves of being experts in how the game runs. And sometimes the developers who work in the code themselves come sit with us and get amazed by how we get to know where might be the issue before even we get to look at logs, I look at graphs, I look at any kind of data to figure out what's going on. The game is a living creature. It's in its own high fidelity and the dedication that we see from the community. We get also to see that our community does not deal with it as a rigid system. They try to always interact with it in a very, very unique way. We saw a lot of that, especially after Persistent IT Streaming was released. And we like the challenge. We like that they bring into us. They try to break our systems. They try to break the game. So there's always a lot of fun going on. And again, it's not like you figure everything out ahead of time. You've got the blueprints, you've got the engineering. It's like there should not be any variation if you're doing your construction right from the final product to what was laid out in the plans. Development is not that. Development is, all right, let's try this and see what happens. Now let's try this and see what happens. And why the hell is that happening?
Ain't that the truth?
It's what makes, I used to work in construction. It's why I prefer video game development to construction quite a lot. Because it's far more interesting and you're learning constantly every single day. Mike Jones. Mike Jones. Tell everybody who you are, what you do.
Mike Jones. I'm Vice President of Corporate Technology, and this encompasses what we call corporate technology. That's infrastructure and networking and basically anything that runs, that is computer related or service related. We also have IT, and IT's function is similar, but IT's focus is largely directed toward the employees and their needs. So do they need a computer upgrade? Do they need a new monitor? Is their software working correctly?
I'm sure those guys are busy.
Huge task. But
Have you all seen how much crap they have in these offices?
I also have a team that does setup and architecture and design for the computer or network aspects of our live events, our shows. So this is a really fun piece when we get to do them. So it's probably, for me, the best possible job I could ever have, to be able to do this. It's my hobby, so I love it.
Let's dive a little bit into that difference a little bit more. I think we have a very technologically savvy crowd, audience. I think a lot of them can easily understand what IT is and stuff like that. I mean, I worked IT for 20 years though. Corporate technology though, that like when you talk about infrastructure, talk to me a little bit more about what that is. That people might not understand the workings, the infrastructure workings, the connections with our third-party vendors and providers and stuff. Talk to me about this world of corporate technology. What is this?
Okay, so when we say infrastructure, we mean the things that it takes for overall operations. So that could be anything from the network that we use to connect to the internet, or the secure network that we use to connect studios to each other so that people can collaborate. The servers that we have our software running on internally to help developers do their work. Storage systems, all the security that goes around that. We also, in corporate technology, we also have a pretty large operation that is.
I've jokingly told them a few times, like, hey, if you guys need a good security person, I mean,
unique licenses that we
as long as I don't have to go in and I can be remote, I got you.
Function, any number of things. And my team is the one that not only orchestrates all of that, works those deals, makes sure that everybody does what they need, and also monitors for compliance so that we're not ever out of compliance on a license or behind on a firmware update. Infrastructure means a lot of things that are behind the scenes.
And I don't know what the hell you're talking about, level 2, internet stuff like this. Okay, I do know what that is, but that was not a good example. You also mentioned the event stuff. I think that's where you and I have most of our interactions and stuff because I've been tied to just about ACC so that we could download right from the data store. So check-ins are replicated, and so all those 150 server computers didn't have to hit the internet to go a venue, a convention center internet.
Yeah, this is the one nice thing about the local LAN there at CitizenCon was it actually had good FPS, and I died more than once doing some on-the-ground missions even.
Yeah, you could think about a CitizenCon as, like you're saying, in a week, we build a 6th studio on site.
Well,
with, networking, security, build systems, That's essentially what the week looks like.
Serious Kelsar.
It's the teardown. And how fast you have to get out because these venues.
If I could have seen it hold this for the whole time.
We've dabbled into talk of the I want to turn the whole show into it now. I want to talk a little bit about where you guys came from in your journeys here. Ami, we're going to start with you just because I picked random here. Where did your journey to CIG start? Did you always know this is what you wanted to do? Did you talk to me? How did you get to CIG?
Interesting. So moving to the U.S., I'm from.
By the way, welcome to Bulletman 07s as well.
Where we used to support startups around the world, where all the technology needs when it comes to infrastructure work, DevOps work, even predating the word DevOps, predating clouds. And one of my specialty was building private clouds before the word cloud also was pretty cool. I've been in this field for quite some time. And moving to a new place, I wanted to find
As a reminder, ladies and gentlemen,
out in Texas, trying to find something really unique.
we're coming up on the last call. Full out to Willsbane. Access point ticket to get your free entry.
Back when I was in Egypt, I had one of my clients that was a gaming studio, not in anywhere the size of CIG, but it was one of my favorite clients to visit because you get to see so many aspects when it comes to computer science. And also you get to see the artistic aspect. That is not really something you find in a lot of other clients when it comes to people that would use infrastructure. So I applied for many jobs, and I hope that this will be the one. And I think a few hours later, I got a phone call. I think the cover letter made an effect. And I think a week later, I was meeting with the team with our first interview, and the journey started from there. In between, I got
nice.
I mean, at that time, and we still can now, we like to share a lot about our vision. And it was fascinating to see that there's a vision to create an MMO with high fidelity, cloud-based, with latest and greatest technology, make it there. And it's still till now, one of the most rewarding areas of working, especially now that I was...
as a vehicle for connecting people. These were like the really early days of, what started to become massively multiplayer online games. There's a long history before this, starting with, MUDs and bullets.
So I haven't heard anybody say anything great about this. I'm not
early MUDs and stuff like that. But
hearing anything that's going to be gameplay. I mean, it's really cool stuff to know for if you want to know how to get into IT. Maybe listen to these folks because it sounds like there's some good stuff here. But otherwise, I think I'm gonna skip this. Like everything they're talking about, it's really good. They all seem like really good guys and everything. So don't take it any disrespect there. But most of y'all, this is like what you do for a day job. As they said, a lot of the audience works in IT or something like that. So yeah, it is interesting. the one thing I've asked and I've never got answered is, do they even have like a CISO or like at least a director of information security or something like that? Or are they just playing willy-nilly with all of our stuff? So, yeah. Who knows? Let's check out Comlink. Timeline where they're talking about April-ish. Got it. Someone releases the info of the hack. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Okay, but I see what you're saying. Yep, aware of that one. We talked about that. We talked about that. Talk about this, I suppose, and we'll jump back to that. Subscriber promotions. So you get the Fate Karna. So I get a Karna finally in my inventory. I like it. Now that's kind of cool. What do we got? I'll get the little whaley. Drake stuff. Bobblehead dude. Okay. It's kind of cool. Make their own engine. One would hope security was... That's the thing that scares me. That's for sure. And I can go really far down this rabbit hole if somebody wants me to, but the amount of access that this is giving to your system, right? You're essentially running it as root. And to know that they may or may not be doing good security on their side, a little scary. Let's jump to here. Replication layer update. Testing continues with important updates. Discarded 3.3, but keep an eye on inspection of the tech preview channel for the latest replication layer. Okay, that's good. Ultimate blackmail, sending her ship purchase history to friends and family. I like it. Alright, ad break should be back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. Yeah, so here's the thing. It's not necessarily your info, like your ships and stuff, that an attacker would go after, right? But that ability to either use their servers, right, behind the scenes to do bot attacks or something like that, because those servers are really powerful, right? Or to use the fact that you're continuously downloading data from those servers, like all of the buttons and all that kind of stuff, it's constantly being streamed to your PC, right? And then ran and executed. As scripts, as flash objects, as all these different things. Well, I'm not going to say that I know enough about their code to know this is 100% true, but it's always a concern of mine that what if somebody got in there and added some malicious code? More than likely, your client would run it. Now they have your client as well, and then it's not too hard to pivot from there, right? And so they could just totally be sitting on my PC right now that I'm playing on, and may or may not know. And so, like with a lot of these games, and whatnot, that does this streaming so much data, like these do, I get concerned a little bit, right? At least with like you know, it may not be a great team or whatnot, but like Activision has a security team. You know, you've got security teams at most studios. Now, it sounds like they might have a security person or something like that at CIG, but there's not a security team that I have heard about, and I've asked. So, as a security person myself, like, I'm always like, man, I really love this game, but I'm really concerned about that aspect. I mean, they're not going to find anything interesting per se, like blackmail-wise on my PC, because there's not really anything. I don't use it to really do anything with like my main work or anything like that, right? You know, I wouldn't be half shocked at TechCat, that's for sure. Oh, it just reminded me of another update that's coming shortly for the studio that I forgot to mention. But you know, it's something that I know eventually, or if it's not already being done, like criminal organizations especially have to be getting involved with, because the amount of people you could hit if you manage to get into the systems. Now, I don't think CIG's hit quite on the radar enough yet. I'm sure a lot of the big fish are going after like your Activision and stuff like that, but still. Even Bungie doesn't have that big a one, but they have more than CIG. So they're monitoring lots of data on their from AWS servers. Yes, from what I could gather, they're using AWS SSM, which collects a ton of data and does some basic security stuff of the systems themselves. But I can guarantee you, would not catch a bad guy. Especially not one that knows any, like, that's not a script kiddie. So, you know, they're going to catch, like, your more novice script kiddie types, I'm sure, with what they've got on there. There's a lot of the built-in tools, nothing else will do that come with, like, AWS. I'm assuming they're using AWS CI/CD or GitHub. And in both those cases, there's some basic ones as well. However, your actual SDLC, software development lifecycle, if that CI/CD and whatnot doesn't have a continuous dynamic scanning capability, you're going to run into a lot of problems. So, as I said, I can go deep down this rabbit hole. This is what I do for day in, day out, is I manage security for an S&P 500 company, right? So, well, I don't manage all of it, but I'm involved with and or managing a large portion of it. So the other big unique thing about me, and you know, maybe this isn't the best thing to share on here, but I've played all sides of the hat, if you will. So I'm very familiar with a lot of things that most people would not be. I'm still laughing though about that one software security guy that reports the building security. I would not put it past some companies, so let's just put it that way. But it's cool to see this replication layer update. I've talked about this a few different times about like how they are slowly pulling apart their monolithic structures. And so like the first part was to tear away the inventory system into a micro system or macro system. I don't know. There is one, Soundboy. If you go look in your sound alerts, or if you look in the extension, there's a FBI open up one. So, but yeah. What else? Totally just sidetracked me. I just keep thinking about like making them wear security. It's essentially what the military does, to be honest. You have all their cyber security folks like still wearing like the, you know, pilot and field folks, and they're like, no way in hell they're gonna do that. That's their guard. The guard, they will definitely do that. As somebody who was the guard guy that did have to do some of that. After you train basic combat, I would hope. Depends on the branch, but in most cases, very basic. And I mean, especially like Air Force, which I was in, very basic. Most of them were the types who were dropping their weapons level of greatness. So I was one of the few that could actually shoot quite well, coming from a military family. My dad being Marine Corps, like he taught me how to shoot. That and I've been a bodyguard in the past too, by the way. Other interesting penguin facts. Like I said, I've worked every angle of the security hat. I've been on the not so white hat side of things. I've been red team, I've been purple team, I've been blue team, I've been green team. I would laugh if Space Force starts making so their boot camp is in space. Could you all imagine that? Alright, here's your, your spacesuit. You're on the next shuttle. I feel like they need to. Like, it just makes sense to me. Alright, let's talk about this Gravlet racing. Somebody was talking about that earlier. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, now I know. I was talking about how they split the inventory system out. They split a few different of those kind of things out. They need to do further from what I can tell by reading some of the APIs and stuff, which I'm totally not doing. Yeah, they need to do a little bit more work there, but at least it's in the right direction. With the ability to track players, the ability to track inventory separate from the servers was required before they could do any sort of multi-tenancy. So. Star map rework. Yeah, this new star map will be great. I mean, how many people here love the current star map? The flash-based system that we've got right now, like, that's why it sucks so much. It's flash-based. Like, I know flash can be made to be really good, but it typically isn't. Same with Mobileglass, if I remember correctly. It's still using the old flash system. So this new building blocks system is not flash-based, which is great. FPS map system. Ooh, I didn't even notice this before. That is going to be cool. Personal hangars finally coming in. It only took them a decade. But it's here. I like it. Along with the freight elevators. So that's cool. So you'll be able to finally... Like, the biggest annoying thing right now is if you want to try and take a ship with you, right? Like, I always say, I'm like, oh, I really wish I had a ground vehicle, but it's so much work to get those in there. And then, like, anytime they wipe out any of your preloaded ships, which I've been doing a lot of lately. And so, having the freight elevators where you can just, like, call up a ship and drop it in, that'll be cool. Item banking, unique item recovery. Store FGS at multiple locations. Oh, this. Finally. So if I get this correct, you can put in a gun in one place and pick it up in another. And I'd go grab another Jocko because I feel like I could use it, but I'm actually out. I have another order showing up tomorrow. We were finishing our other one off earlier. Thank you for that shout out. Love the company, love their products. Super clean, super nice. They don't use stevia, they use monk fruit. So it can still be friendly for those of us on keto. Stevia is not your friend. If you're on keto, that's actually really, really bad. And so many of those things are stevia or aspartame, which is also really bad for keto. So love it that they use monk fruit. It's not the best one out there, but it's one of the better ones. New missions, cargo hauling. Oh, nice. So Galleon's gonna be super static then, or ecstatic, yeah. Are mostly gonna be that hangar, yeah. Make one hangar, all hangars gonna be. I suspect that they're only going to do like one hanger or something like that, and it won't be the ones that were guaranteed as part of your game pack initially. Dynamic crosshair. Man, it's been a long Monday, I tell you.
Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundos.
That'll be kind of cool. I'm excited to play with that, to be honest. The new dynamic crosshair. I need a new screen on there. This is another one if one of my mods can put into our place. I need a shrunken penguin view, like or to move it, something like that to deal with this kind of view. Right now, I'll kick us over to our capture view, or our cinema view. It would be nice to have our own space station. That's essentially what the Nah, I'm totally blanking. It starts with the The Endeavor's one. There's also the... Crap, I even have this in my inventory. Well, that's probably not going to be... Oh, see, there's my coin. Thank you all for who were joining me for that. This is the old one. Why doesn't it have the new one? I thought I updated this. Alright, let me find this. There we go. Galaxy, no. Liberator? Yeah, the Liberator is supposed to be the floating space station like equivalent. There's another one too. They were talking about, but the Liberator, if I'm right, was one of the main ones. That's the pocket one. Which one was it that's supposed to be the floating space station now? The Expanse? Maybe? There was one that they announced that they said that. I thought it was the Liberator. Might not be. I know I had one for a while, whichever one it was. Is the Expanse a real ship? Alright, let's go look at this. I want to see. Is the Expanse a real ship? Mr. Expanse. That might be it. So that's making sense, actually. Oh no, that's a refinery. That's why. Okay. Let's just look for your not the Endeavor. The Liberator. They've said this and I've totally forgotten, but they're like, oh, we want this to totally be a pocket space station. It might be this one, still. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't really find it now. I feel like there was another one. totally blanking on it, but that's one of the repair ship functions. Yeah, so this is supposed to be and it actually even says that it's a essentially a carrier, right? So. You need a Liberator? Yeah. I used to have a few of them, but then I got to thinking about it. It's kind of like, do I really need it? So you can see it's got two medium landing pads, small landing pad, and then if you look in the whole of it, it's got some stuff for your vehicles. So it's kind of a floating. Yeah, exactly. Strictly, it's a fob. A fob and one. You can see it's actually quite large inside, which is nice. Light carrier, there we go. It kind of gives me the same vibes as the Kraken, to be honest, but not as big. Be mining or salvage, depending on what ships you have on. Exactly, yep. So that might as well easiest to have a station. Well, the other thing you're gonna find is you might be able to just have a combination of something like the Expanse and this, and floating like together or docked together, hopefully even. That's what I suspect is gonna be an option, right? So you're gonna be able to dock like 3 of these ships together, and now. Yeah, no, the pictures never do it justice. But I suspect like you can dock a few of these together and now you're like great to go, right? That's my suspicion. I mean, that's all Spider is a bunch of docked ships together. So, the other cool thing about this one versus like a Kraken is your crew size, right? Like one person can fly this whole carrier. Yeah, they're all like TARDIS boxes. Ship doesn't cover over the ships on top of it. Yeah. If you look, like those aren't the smallest ships. But yeah, to your point, like if you look at some of the other ships, right? Like once going back to this, it's one of the larger ones. But if you look at like the Endeavor, for example, or you look at even the Carrack to some extent, I mean it's a small one. You look at 890, like all these will kind of give you shelter for your ships, but the Liberator won't be able to. But at the same time, you might be able to dock a larger ship on the Liberator because of that. So. I think we all know why I have a Galaxy. More ships because it's flat platform, exactly. Forget how we even got on that tangent, but doesn't look like a Liberator can take a C1. Probably not. It looks like it's a medium and small platforms, and that's it, or pads. So I got it because it can do shipbuilding, strictly, and because sometimes the Pioneer's gonna be too big. Alright, it might be an area of the line. You're like, well, I can't fit a Pioneer here, but I could a Galaxy. And it's like I've said this before, my primary role right now is a combat medic, but in the future I want it to be a combat medic and or combat engineer. So, in the sense of base building and that kind of stuff. So like the Army Corps of Engineers type. So that's cool though. Dynamic, yep. EVA, we talked about that. FPS, oh, that is gonna be so nice. How many times have you all heard me curse about dropping stuff or not able to pick stuff up? New character, sure, whatever. I know some people this is a big deal. For me, it's not. I usually just do a couple minor things, and that's it. Oh, distribution centers. These are the ones you're supposed to be able to defend and attack in some cases. So that'll be cool to see that. Locking down an LEO and L1, L2 rest stops. You must run the blockade and purchase and sell a percentage quantanium before the time runs out. Oh, that would be kind of cool for some folks. Reputation system encounter AI that are either friendly or hostile based on the reputation with the organization the AI belonged to. So you might walk into a place that's Ninetales and you're part of some you know, hoity-toity corporate entity and they won't like you as much. The Pioneers to land in a spot where you want to build the base, not near a base, that's for sure. Player interaction, a holistic array of complementary features and systems, all the players' status, item status, environment, both the game world and objects are covered open. That'll be interesting to see more about that. And master modes. Yep, the new master modes on EPTU is definitely unique. Take a look at the roadmap companion guide for sure. Sure. Okay. Let's go look at the release view. So we got 322. Yeah, those were kind of nice. Hair update. Buster must be ecstatic. New derelict settlements in Stanton. Yeah, I've definitely seen a few of these. Salvage, inventory, yeah, Arena Commander, new map, Bloodshot Ridge. They put this in there like I swear it's every other one, the Bloodshot Ridge. And I'm not the biggest fan of it, to be honest. Same with this one. This one's better, at least. The adding the multi-crew into here was a big deal. That's made it so it feels so much more realistic. The one thing I want to know is, when are we going to get NPCs into games like our, more into like FPS, for instance, like the Old Star Marine stuff that got merged into Arena Commander? Like, it sucks so much during, especially to, like right before release, and like there's not a ton of people in there, to go in there and literally just wait and nobody ever shows up to play against you. It would be so much better if you could hop in and be like, yo, I've got 8 NPCs. Are they the greatest? No, but I can continue to practice against them. Because that's what I really am after, is I want to practice. Let's see what we got here. Customizer, sure. Distribution centers. I remember seeing this in Sitcon going on. That could be interesting. Gameplay. Yeah, we've talked about all these. Okay. So this is another piece they're pulling off the monolith, which is great. So another step towards meshing. Love it. Okay. Shall we go into Spectrum? I feel like that's like just asking for it. Remember the meows it? Nice. Or the updates for clouds, which was announced for 322. Okay. The one thing I heard is that Jake apparently is a good on the ground, ground combat guy. So Oztech swears by it. Warmer than mine. Oh, sevens. How are you doing today? Yeah. Oh man, they're not nearly as toxic as them are. Or funny. It's actually pretty chill. Just wrapped up D&D. Ah, nice. Y'all know what that means. If ad break and raffle, let's go. Oh, that's working twos on long-term planning. Interesting. And though, what about DLS2? I thought that might be in 323. I heavily suspect that this is going to be a DLS2 and RTX, Vulkan, all that stuff is going to be in 4.0. Which we're nearing, from what I've heard and seen, we're nearing 4.0 territory. Variant Clan, Nighthawk, 07s as well. Yeah, as I've mentioned this before, and people are like, oh, the DLS, FSR, RTX, that all sounds cool. Why are they adding it though? Because it's, XYZ thing. I'm like, well, they get it for free with Vulkan, so why not? And I think y'all, as somebody who's played with this on other games and stuff, when they flipped to Vulkan before, y'all are going to be blown the frick away when we get to Vulkan. There's a couple things I really love about Vulkan. One is the fact it actually does multi-threading and you can even make it do multi-processor. But the other thing I really love is that it can actually be ran cross-platform. But the performance aspects of it are insane. It is probably the most performant engine out there for the client side. But I suspect Vulkan will be a 4.0 release. Yeah, as mentioned here, though, this is one of the more meaty releases we've had, so we should be ecstatic for now. You all know it'll be like 1 month after release, and I'm like, alright, why haven't we ever gotten anything ever before again? I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, the Q stuff, sure. This right here, they've already announced it's pretty much done. So yes, resources have moved from Squadron 42. That is why we're seeing such a plump, awesome updates now. Is because Squadron 42 is like polishing, but that means they can actually put resources into the PU now, which, you know, is great. That's why we're seeing so many updates. And that's why I actually have a little bit of faith they might actually get it done now in time. Wow. Oh, you guys are talking about D&D. Awesome. I was like, I jumped into something here and I'm totally lost. At the planetary locations, since most of the space station, instance hangars and personal hangars are different. Instance hangars will be at every location. Personal hangar will be the one you can customize that you got with your pledge. That will apparently only be at your home location, which makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, as you all know me, I jump straight to Port T typically, or Seraphim lately, and that's my home station. I like that shirt, that's kind of cool. He held the line past 3.18. Although 3.18 was nothing compared to 3.0, I'm just saying, 3.0 was terrible. So terrible. Yeah, 600i right now is still like so clunky for being a ship like that. That's supposed to be that luxury ship. If anything, most of your luxury vehicles and stuff like that have too much crap in them, so. It has let me down so many times for me to get excited for the content ahead. I don't know if you can hear it. I know you can't see me right now because I want you all to read this, but I've got a little bit of like, oh great, this sounds good, but I'm not holding my breath too much. The only reason why I have more faith now is because of the fact that I know for sure that they pulled a bunch of resources that were going to our you know, Squadron 42 type stuff and are now over here. That's why. It's because they pretty much doubled their workforce, so. Mr. Jinxie coming in with a raid of 26. Volk Hellman, everybody.
Happy Monday to you.
Another fellow Dave member.
I hope you had a good Monday.
Welcome, everyone.
Drop the water bottle.
I don't know why. Oh, that scene must not have the sound effects.
That came out wrong.
Saying things we don't mean. Oh man, it happens all.
Yeah.
Bam, 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 bam. Welcome on in to the Rookery there, Mr. Jinxie. I like the name. Maiden Ariana as well, 07, so Lady I member. Welcome on in, Ghost of Jeb. Good to see you. I've seen you in different places as well. It goes pretty well tonight. Tonight's our low-key night that I've added to the schedule. For all of us that are having this problem, it's a very serious medical condition, let me tell you all.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
Welcome on in, everybody. If you aren't following Mr. Jinxie, throw some love over there. I've been known to lurk there time to time. And thank you for bringing all your friends over. I really appreciate that. I saw Captain Havoc, Nerdy Nurse. Looks like Tac Cat was hanging out over there as well, which is awesome. Appreciate the, you know, all that. Ghost of Jeb, I've seen you around in multiple ones, multiple channels, so cool to see you make it here. Rich the Gamer, welcome to the Rookery. Grab some fish bacon and, you know, waddle on down, grab a seat. If you don't know what fish bacon is, well, excess point, what? You get your recipe and learn more about it. We got the wheel spin. Yep, good reminder. I also need to pull that here in a second. Thank you. Hop on in there though. There's up to $500 worth of value on that wheel, and so we can spin it to possibly win it. Doing an M raffle. Thank you, Attack Cat, as part of the welcome everybody on in. Fish bacon cooking stream win. Ooh, that's not a bad idea to be honest. Maybe I should do that. That's not going to be a short thing, so maybe I'll have to do some pre-prep because you have to like smoke it, which takes some time and various things. So, oh, somebody here is Capamon. I saw it for a second. It'll be good times, yeah. I missed something. Oh, yep. I don't know where it went. But okay. What sort of fish is best for fish? You have to pretty much use salmon. King salmon, like the larger salmons in particular, are the best. Yeah. But thank you for everybody coming in. This is truly my view for all of us. We're all here just trying to survive the verse, hanging out. Yes, so it has to be salmon, and there's a reason to that. Yo, Patches, how's it going? Do I spy? That actually isn't. That's actually my audio equipment server rack. However, I do have one of those too. I have a full 42U hang out in the garage. That's nothing but servers in it. That's my home lab. Yeah. But yeah, eventually, like, I'm not done with the studio. Like, you can still see the chair behind me, kind of, when I look, yeah, that way. You can see the chair, right? There's a camera hanging out and stuff on that. We're still putting it together, but we're about 95% of the way done. And once I'm all the way done, I'm going to do a full studio, like, work through. So, what's my day job? I work in information security for a large company that you definitely know. And in particular, I work as a staff / manager, staff level engineer / manager, hybrid role. So, and the other thing I do quite a bit is I tend to work with a lot of mentoring, stuff like that. And then the other part is I own some companies on the side. So, yeah. Combine that with the fact that the wife also owns some companies and stuff on the side. We're not doing too bad, which is great. I come from, for those who don't know, from a trailer park. So to pull myself up this far has been quite awesome. But that's why I have the gray beards at my age of 33. So there is a price to be paid for that. So self-made is great. Yeah, it's. Between military life, studying my butt off, I've worked towards this since 8th grade in school. So I took all the AP classes, all the extracurricular classes, anything I could get my hands on to get myself pulled up. So it's good times. I don't know if we got a shout out for Maiden Ariana as well, but if we can do that, fellow ADI member, awesome streamer as well. This one again? The intro clip, I like it. Ariana was one of the ones finally confirmed. I like it. One of the ones that I briefly met, although I don't know if she knew who I was at the time, but I briefly met her at SitCon. It's pretty much like we're hanging out getting breakfast with Sarah. I'm like, I haven't said hello to her. I know she's fellow ADI. I know she's in the same circles. I should at least go say hi quickly. And it was a little awkward, but I went and said, hi, I'm Penguins. I swear I'm not trying to stalk you or anything. I just saw you and wanted to say hi quickly. I'm out. So, good times there. And then Patches is another Star Citizen streamer as well that I hang out with. You're not the only awkward one. I didn't know who all was with you there, and I'm like, I know one of you others are a streamer as well, and I don't know them, and y'all are trying to eat food, so I'm gonna be quick, try to be the least awkward as possible, and get out of there. So, yeah, I trust me, I get it. Frickin' Paul, like astronaut and whatnot. There's a few folks that I could tell were just burned out. That's the one secret thing that people don't know about, like your streamers out there. Is a lot of us, myself included, are introverts, and so this medium right here isn't as bad for introverts as like in-person gatherings are. Which also shocks some people because I'm one of the main bar system coordinators, right, on the national level, but. I go into those and like end of the night, especially like when I was doing the bar assistants at SitCon, I would just like literally like face first into a pillow and pass out for an hour, wake up, take my shower and do all my stuff, and then go back to bed. Exactly. And there's no faces, no Zoom calls, no nothing like that, right? So I built a little different, yeah. Most of us, I say most, are ambiverts, I feel like, though. That's the only difference. Chat doesn't make sound. Exactly. Yep. The one thing I'll say, because there's a few of you in here, if you ever want to join my streams, though, on that note, you're welcome to. For you, Maiden, I'm in, I think you saw, typically I'm in Mumble, but also for anybody who has a content creator, a subscriber, VIP tags within my Discord server are able to just jump in and say hello. So, you're a little bit of both. Okay. So typically you can't be both. An ambivert means you have learned or have tendencies that can be lent to the other side, but usually you are an introvert, ambivert, or an extrovert, ambivert in that case. So, like, I'm an introvert, ambivert. My psychology minor is coming out. I used to be out partying. So introverts can do partying. And that's another whole thing, that alcohol can essentially negate some of the introvert aspects, which is why a lot of introverts drink alcohol at parties. Harder than some others, even like than extroverts will. Insert psychology stuff here again. I used to also, I've joked, but I really wasn't actually joking, that I used to warm up with 15 shots, because then I would be the fun guy at the party. So, yeah. It's good times. That's actually one of the hardest things for me now. I drank so hardcore in my early 20s that I actually got like a stomach ulcer, a few different things. And so now I can't drink as hard. So it makes it even harder for some of these events. I've got other things I've learned to do and whatnot, other things to take that help, like Genius Joy. We've got the Wanderer, to the Chinese herb set. Those help quite a bit, and just a ton of practice with work and with going to these events. It's been extremely helpful for essentially increasing the tank size, but at the end of the day, I still get drained. So, yep, good times. See, well, I guess we'll roll back to this real quick, which is see if there's any good things on here. For those coming in, I guess another bit of introduction about myself. I've had a couple different names in the past, so I've been Concerned Penguins, K Penguins in the past, but I've been streaming since 2017 in the Star Citizen category, and streaming in general since late 2016, early 2017 timeframe. And used to do tournaments and both Team Fortress 2 as well as Counter-Strike 2. I've been top 500 on Xbox, which I know, for Battlefield 3 and 4 for aircraft. But my primary role in life is to be a combat medic / like Army Corps of Engineers, depending on how I feel that day in game. So you'll see on this channel a lot of platforms, a lot of bunkers, a lot of this ground pounding when I roll out with people, typically as a combat medic within the group. So been a shuffler dance style for years, so Def know what you mean. Yeah, exactly. I've wanted to dance, I've wanted to learn how to dance, but I'm super short and it kind of gets in the way. I say that with all the sarcasm. What else here? Oh, the other requirement, especially on Monday nights, is this. This is our primary requirement.
Talk nerdy to me. Talk nerdy to me.
State, rematch release card for, yeah. Okay, so there's not a ton of things going on here. Cool. Awesome. What I want to try and do next stream is add a bit more lore. We used to do a ton of lore streams, and then Paul came in and he did it so much better that I stopped. But I would like to get back into it because I find it very interesting. Some of the lore there, like the fact that some planets, for example, because a lot of people are like, oh, are we going to be able to build underground? Like, it literally says in the lore, there are entire planets where they have to be underground. So if we can't build underground, then that lore is broken. So they're going to have to figure it out eventually. So those kind of things are always intriguing to me. So we might jump into that at some point. Anything else on here that's interesting? We can go look at some, maybe some screenshots. Any good ones? Oh, that's cute. I like it. Anything interesting in the concierge side of things? Unique item recovery. Then zero research has been discussed, if so disregard, unless like I likely agrees that item duplication isn't ideal. Yeah. But we really also hate losing things required, using time or money. Do we know if this new feature incorporates an insurance mechanic? Could the referral consider get lifetime insurance at a certain rate? I like this. Can we make sure we don't have to ever buy it again? Gotta go to bed. That work alarm comes as fast. Trust me, I get it. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by once again. I appreciate you. Where's my button? I haven't got this all organized fully yet. As I said, we're still working on this. I guess this will work. Yeah, good enough. I hope this isn't the rude one. Yeah, that's yeah. There you go. So I typically start quite early because I have a 3-year-old daughter and a 6-month-old son. So I have to get up early for them before work, even, and work starts early enough. So yeah, I get it. But have a good night. Thank you once again for bringing your friends. I appreciate you. If we can get one more shout out for Mr. Jinxie, that would be appreciated.
Happy Monday to you, Rich the Gamer. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a good Monday.
As you can tell, these wonderful streamers here are, like me, we like video games. Thank you for that additional shout out there for me and Ariana as well. Once again, ADI fellow member. Definitely throw some love their way as well. Alright. Yeah, this one's unfortunately kind of lame. 600i. Alright, I've now been ADHD'd a few times off of this, so we're going to do it now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to pull this here wheelspan. If you're not in it, Exchange Point Ticket gets you free entry, or you can do Exchange Point Ticket Space Max, which I'll do as many as you can. Spend them now, get a chance to win big, or you might lose it all.
Alright, we're going to close it here in just a second.
What was that?
What?
You just said you don't kill.
Yeah, I know. It's like my one rule.
Yeah, Batman, why don't you look at the guy that...
He's asleep.
No, wait, what?
Oh, I see what's happening. You guys don't know this. But when criminals fight me, it's exhausting, because I'm good. So they often have to nap afterwards.
Wait, you can't be this. You think they're sleeping?
Look at that poor little guy. He's all tuckered out.
Do you not know what death is?
Alright, here we go, everybody. I need some drum rolls in chat. Let's go. Exchange Point drum roll, Exchange Point drum roll 2. You all can do it.
So straight on and on.
Alright, here we go. Your winner is Ubu. Congratulations. Are you here? Yes, you are. Very good. Very good. Let me jump on over here to that Wheelspan Life. When you are ready. Exclamation point spin it to possibly win it. Here we go. Big money, no whammies. Tier 1 gift sub. Congratulations. Exclamation point win prize to learn how to do it. And claim your prize. Wheel of Fish Bacon. Yes, exactly. Because I'm a little bit behind, we're going to do a quick turnaround one here. Just for you all. So we'll get another one going. Congratulations.
Many waddled away, waddle waddle. Many waddled away, waddle waddle. Many waddled away, waddle waddle. Till the very next day, pom 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 pom.
Welcome on in to the rookery there. Oh, I decided and then it spun away. Crypto! Congratulations and welcome on in. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate you being here. Waddle, waddle, indeed. I've seen you in a few other streams. I get around, that's for sure. There's the sound clip I was looking for earlier. Yep. Oh well. But welcome in, and yeah, I hope you grab some fish bacon, waddle on down, grab a seat, and enjoy the show. What I always like to say is, get it, fly, because I'm a penguin. Nobody gets my jokes anymore, I tell you. We're in an ad break as well, which looks like somebody might have popped. Yep, somebody popped an M raffle, so that's good. Alright, we're going to pull this one quickly because we're a little behind schedule, and I want to get you all your wheel spins that you deserve. Do you believe you've got you get your skip for that title? Yeah, probably, you know.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
What? No. Hell no. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure you get your ass kicked for saying something like that. I want to get more from that on my soundboard, but just didn't get enough time. No, not that one. Where is it?
Warning. Self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Warp core overload in 4 minutes, 55 seconds. There will be no further audio warnings.
Within 5 minutes here on the shot clock. As I said, this is going to be a short turnaround one. Hop on in there. Then we get back to capture. If your name's not on this list, you're not in. Exclamation point ticket gets you that free entry. Exclamation point ticket max gets you all the entries. Next gen, yeah, exactly. $500 worth of value on there. In case you're curious, this is what's all on there. So there's a Space Penguin, aka the Titan. You've got the $10 gift card. Tier 1 subs. The golden ticket is the big thing. Golden ticket, exclamation point golden ticket, gets you into our 400i for this first quarter, but it's our large item that we do quarterly. You have to get a golden ticket to get into that that particular one. You can get it through either your points and on the Twitch side using your pebbles, or you can get it on our wheel here. So either option works out. Yeah, I can't wait for the Liberator. I'm just gonna say, I saw it again. It's like such a beautiful looking ship. I'm excited for that. Where was it? 600i rework. Yeah. That button. flying toolbox. It's a flying carrier. It looks like to me like the hover carriers. Have you all seen those?
Russia's Admiral Kuznetsov.
No, not that one. That one sucks. This one.
This video was made possible by CuriosityStream. Watch
Yeah, that one's not really accurate
high-quality
either.
Documentaries and get access to my.
Let's look at the marine one. The marine one's pretty close. The marine hovercraft, amphibious. Yeah, it looks a lot like these ones. In my opinion. That's what it reminds me of. Crucible is the toolbox. That's correct. Yeah, Crucible is the repair ship. Yeah, using.
Hello everyone, hello citizens.
I like it how, like, in especially here in concierge, people are like, oh, look at my fleet, it's awesome. Meanwhile, insert grimace here. Okay, so nothing too crazy. I don't think there's anything new in the concierge store either. Let's look at the last patch notes, I suppose. No, those are worthless. Okay. Anything interesting in the scrubber dam? No, not really. Free fly. Okay, yeah. You can watch Star Trek on Amazon? Yes, yes you can. It's actually where I tend to watch it, so. Yeah. Some of them are even on the Prime, so you don't have to pay for them. Yeah. Not all of them, but there are some. I forgot which ones are on Prime. Have about a $1,200 fleet. Nice. At one point, I know not TNG, the one where they're on the space station. I know this too. Deep Space Nine. Yes, thank you. Deep Space Nine was one of them. You could go through the whole series of Deep Space Nine on Prime. I don't know if it's still there, but it used to be. And just like that, everybody. I really need to get this all organized. Ugh. TSN. Closing this out. I'm not shocked, I suppose. But you all know what I need? I need some drum rolls here, everybody. Let's get in on here. I know you can do it. Y'all are awesome like that. At the end of this, gets that bangarang going. Your winner is Captain Havoc. Are you here? We had a new window on there. Change is coming. Alright, here we go. Dadbot Nerd 07s, how are you doing? Alright, let's get on over there to that wheel spin life.
Changes or anything, everyone can see it.
Uh oh, I switch. Timing attack timing. Yep. We can all hear him at least. Another excellent streamer.
I'm like, he's seeing that one, right? He's seeing that one.
Thanks, Dan.
Sorry, not sorry. This is what it is. Check it. There's over here like. He's got your 6. Oh, that's all I'm saying, Dadbod. Alright, Captain. Thank you for hitting that spin. Let's get it going. Going for Constellation Phoenix Emerald next month. Kind of extravagant, just have something kind of rare. Nice. No, Captain. No. If I can have, if there's any of my mods that can do it, otherwise I can try and knock it out. Set them to 0. We all know what I say about that.
You gotta learn to lose.
If y'all don't know, you can actually see it behind me. It's one of my models, although it got a little bit screwed up in this one. So this is Learn to Lose. But nonetheless, that is one of my life's mottos, if you will. You gotta learn to lose sometimes, you know? It keeps you humble, teaches you lessons. It's good times. Alright, I don't see any of my super mods on. At this point, I'm gonna have to, like, give another person super mod, I swear. So, I will knock it out real quick. Wah, 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 indeed. Alrighty then, let's get back on over here. I think I created a new one, did I not? No, I did not hit the button yet. So we'll get another one going. We'll throw 15 minutes on the shot clock. And let's get back to our capture screen. It's getting a little too hard for that. Get that free ticket in, as was said, for sure. I haven't mentioned it before, but you can see in the bottom here, we do have some sponsors. One cool thing to note, I don't do the sponsors because I'm like, oh, give me money, give me money. I'm in a nice place in life, so I take all the things you guys use my code for and donate it to charity or back into the stream itself for the giveaways. So if y'all want to use my code, that would be awesome. The biggest thing that when I negotiate is actually try to get you guys the best discount using my code. Most of the time the sponsors I'm working with look at me funny. They're like, wait, you don't want a large cut of this? I'm like, I'm just going to take anything you give me and go to charity or to back to the stream anyways. So definitely check it out. Patch 44. 07s, welcome. Alright, let's get back in here. Let's go check out the map. There we go. Yep. I want to go in it. Is it down right now? There we go. So, if I remember right, Cronus was an interesting system. Was it this one? Synth World. Yeah, this is one with Synth World in it. Project Art. Yeah, this was. I was building our own planet from scratch, and it's about to knock the entire UE into like non-existence. It's because they kept running out of money because of how much resources this took. And then you look, it's got a connection to Kellogg, which is always great because they spent all this money, right? And then you jump into Kellogg. It's gonna let me. And Kellogg is not the most friendly place. Oh yeah, this is the one that had the fair chance. This is the one you'll get shot at for going into. I don't know why I'm so tempted. Alright, let's go back to Galaxy. There was one of these, maybe it's Lear. It was one I was trying to pull up in particular. Looking for one that I know is interesting and no permanent settlements. No, not this one. Mineral rights is not terraformed as poultry. I think this one is one of the ones that they say you have to be careful about, along with Maya, right? So this is the one that they lost. It was a corporate terraform world. The main scythe boss essentially went bad in a way, or decided that he didn't like the corporate team anymore, so they rebelled. And then they kicked everybody like out and said essentially we're going to go completely intrinsic, and nobody is allowed to come visit us. So more than likely, even if you try to visit there, they might not let you. So this is a Tavarian world. Funny about this name though, like anybody know the Elysium series? surprised that thing is not like just burning up. You see all these little electrodes though? That means that it's gonna be a really bad one. Try and fly even near. Yeah, so it's good to know. Elysium is a Tavarian homeworld system. It's now incorporated, so you can technically go visit. This is cool. So let's try and find the one in particular. I know it's right on the edge. Most of these systems are pretty boring, to be honest. There's one of these that I really want. Yeah. Listed. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna do a quick Google. There's all this crap about just, oh, look at caves in general. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Let's say underground cities. Jata. No, although it is interesting as well. Okay, yeah. Possible to land on. Good to know. Okay. No, I can't wait till you can get to more of these systems and like actually explore them. That's for sure. Also, I know it's one of the other ones that has like the life that we stole and made pets. So, you know, that's awesome. So the player watch of even though. Okay. Let's go look at this one. Uninhabitable prototype planet. Okay. So it's freezing temperatures. Majority of yes, this is the one I'm thinking of here. Uriel. Okay, now I know. I managed to run over my cable. That really long one I was talking about earlier. About took myself out there. So this is the one plant that I find interesting. So most of the cities are underground because it's so crazy, because it's so cold and also atmospheric reasons. This is a binary star system. So if I remember right, this is the one where the side facing the star is super hot, but the side at first is super like cold, and so they try to hit the middle of it. But most of the population's over here, and then they work on over here. Because this one's super unique, it being an old star, and it now being mineable. Like, you can think about that, like just how much stuff is in a star, and so this one didn't take in like over consume system. It just kind of pittered out. So this is a very unique system here. The Oberon system is. It's actually one of my favorite ones to look at. If you want good mining establishment, I would look at this one because it's for friendliness to outsiders. They are pretty friendly, which is unique. And then they've also got the aspect where there's a lot to be had here. So as you can see, it used to be a binary star. However, this one is still alive. This one be dead. Caliban's where you can see some of the videos and stuff from, which is kind of cool. What system are you all thinking about making like your home system in the longer term? I know for like me, I'm like, these unclaimed systems have a certain appeal to them, that's for sure. Lear is still one that I think I might make, like, is on my list of possibles. I would say it wouldn't be allowed there, but maybe this one? You might be able to at least put a small outpost there, right? And hang out, so that might be kind of cool. Alright, I think you all heard it. So let's get on over there. Here we go. This is your last call to get in on it. Wow, I'm like, what the frick? Sagewise, welcome in. Give me another shout out to Maiden Ariana, fellow ADI member. Thank you for that. Totally like disrupting it. I was like, what the frick? Did I hit the wrong button? Alright. Y'all know what we need? We need some X6 point drumroll, X6 point drumroll 2. Come on, everybody. Let's get those in chat. There we go. And your winner is Darkness Muda. Congratulations, welcome to that winner's block. Are you going to win it or are you going to lose it? Alright, when you are ready, let's get over there. X6 point spin it to win it. Hopefully. $500 fish bacon, congratulations. Congratulations on that large win there. 500 fish bacon haul. We are in an ad break. Get on that multi-raffle.
I'd just like to welcome chat back to our stream. I hope the odds were good. And if not, you could talk to our manager.
My name is Karen.
That's right. Karen is now the manager. Let's see here. Anything else interesting to talk about on different planets? The Idris system's interesting because, you know, the ship being named after it and all, there's not really a lot going on here. Like, this one's super close to Elysium. If I remember right, this was involved in the war with the Tavaran quite heavily. Like, this system was. Particular. Yeah, there we go. This is a planet that I want to visit. Locke. And you can see by looking at it, it's almost like another Earth. But the only thing I have against it is there's not a ton of ice on it by the looks. So. Alright, I think it's enough for peeping into these. Let's roll on back. To the main page. We're gonna go look for another little lore lore post. Remember if there's a way to search on these. Yeah. What the? We'll go here. Hazy Days. Brought to you by
the voice. A sudden uprush dispels the dark. Parnelia. Arai opens his eyes to find himself in a bright, sterile medical facility. There you are, Mr. Arai. Where am I? It's okay, you're in Orison. Looks like your region was successful. How are you feeling? Pernell draws a few deep breaths, then wiggles his fingers and toes. A little sore. What happened, man? Afraid I can't help you with that. You suffered a traumatic injury, though. Don't think they'll be any scarring, though, so you'll be lucky there. What's the last thing you remember? Parnell's memories come flooding back. He's dancing with Sergei. He's on a beach in Castle, basking in the glow of gossips by her star. He's a kid struggling with sanity, a gun to shoot cannons in an abandoned building on the outskirts of Archibald Station. Your brain activity looks normal, at least, the doctor says, while navigating screens on her data pad. Sorry, I'm remembering things. It's just a lot at once. How good, I ask, because your last imprint was quite a while ago. If you don't imprint frequently, your short-term memory can be a bit hazy. You know that, right, Mr. Rai? Mr. Rai? Pernell shifts his eyes back from the wheel starting over. Rai's back to the doctor and nods on me. Sorry, still settling in. Totally understandable. Well, all your vitals look good, so you're free to leave. Obviously, take a little time to yourself. Maybe imprint a little more frequently. Makes things easier next time. Pernell thanks the doctor. Leaves the hospital in days wearing the clothing provided to him. Wind whips across the cloud-view center platform, chilling him to the bone through that very thin material. Still he stops to enjoy the sunset, spreading vibrant colors across the sky. Eva leans over the railing ever so slightly to take in the cloud bank below. A sudden rush of vertigo overcomes him. Pernell takes a quick step back and then wonders if that's how he died, like a fool, falling off an Orison platform. He sits on a nearby beach, closes his eyes, no recent memories surface. Eventually, Pernell stands and walks across the platform, knowing full well that things could be worse. At least he remembers the location of his hab. Back at his green circle hab.
Alright, we'll go back to this. Back at his green circle hab, Pernell opens a closet to change. For a second, he's shocked to see his favorite helmet missing. Of course he was wearing it when he paused it again, hoping something will come back, but nothing does. Instead, he recalls how he quit tailing a target in the back streets of Fujin City to buy the helmet from a pop-up stall. Something about it suited him, and it served him well, keeping him safe. That is, until now. Only later did he discover it was an early and exceedingly rare CC's conversion helmet, one that is immensely valuable to him in many ways, and now potentially gone forever. Pernell pops open his Moby and scrolls through his inventory. His heart sinks when he sees what's missing. It must have been a big if he took so much stuff. There's enough of his gear still in storage, but he feels so disconnected from his collection of odds and ends that it's like browsing through somebody else's closet. He can't remember the last time he wore half this stuff. Shoving the dull ache of loss aside, Pernell grabs his backup undersuit and stuffs his right leg into it, praying it still fits. Circling above the surface, it doesn't take long before Pernell spots the bunker's support structures. He slows the ship, adjusts the course and keeps it to keep his distance, unable to trust his memory enough to know whether or not the spot has turrets. It all looks vaguely familiar, and the more he circles it, the more I feel like he's been here. If he had to bet, this is where he died. Purnell found the spot when he was checking his Moby for his recent job history. His last gig brought him to this bunker, which would explain why he took so much stuff. In the past, he would have assembled 1, maybe 2 people for something like this, but Purnell started doing his job like this alone since coming to Crusader. At first, it was out of necessity. Well, either way, once inside, Purnell gets deja vu. He knows a lot of the prefab bunkers on Crusader were built using the same modular design, but this one feels strangely familiar. He creeps in quick and quiet, and then peers around a corner to see a grenade coming his way. Oh no! Instinctively, Purnell rolls forward, takes a cover behind the stack of crates. The blast knocks a few on top of him, which he quickly kicks away and starts firing. The figure falls, and Purnell rolls through the swirling smoke to a new position. He holsters the pistol and unslings his P4 AR rifle, fires, and watches another figure fall. Pushes forward, drawing fire from another concealed position. Purnell leaves behind and cover until he's flanking the remaining combatant. He swings his rifle up and focuses on a hazy shadow in the columns of smoke and squeezes the trigger until the little figure falls. Purnell takes a moment and lets everything settle. His ears are still ringing from the grenade blast, but the bunker is otherwise quiet. He gets up and crosses to the last figure shot. His heart sinks when he sees what's left of the distinct shape of his helmet. Now bullet-ridden and modded to match the gang's colors. Something about seeing those colors makes memories flood Purnell's mind. He looks around the space and it all comes back, including the fact of the 4 of them last time. Purnell hears footsteps behind him, and before he can raise his rifle, everything goes black. Hopefully it wasn't like that after I turned off the voice mod. So yeah, this is one of the ones with Tavaran War. Good times. I think I'll be done with these. I feel like I need like a campfire scene behind me or something like that, or like a place like on the road while with a book and a cigar while reading these stories. That's like the best luck I should go with these. For those wondering, I'm still trying to figure out like what all I want to do on this one. I have some ideas. I'm testing them, so I do want to hear y'all feedback. If there's something y'all like or don't like, be sure to tell me so I can know what to do in the future or not on these particular streams. This one's kind of cool. Chris Roberts Theater. There we go. I need to get like a wireframe of Chris Roberts. Deep fake it. Spectrum Vid Series Lost Squad. I don't know. I actually watched this. I might have missed something here. Star Citizen Lost Squad. Yeah.
Bonjour à tous et bienvenue dans Galactic News, votre émission hebdomadaire.
Yeah, no, it's not what I'm looking for. I wish they would put a link to it somewhere in here. I'm guessing it must be somewhere in like a subscriber section or something. Published 4.9. And that's old. Alright, I know I had that open at one point. Let's see, do I still have it? Let me go ahead and buy these. I did promise you all we'd raffle one of these off, so we'll do that here in just a second. Do it off screen, because I know y'all. I don't trust you. Oh, sorry, that's probably the worst one I could have did. That's a good one to throw you all on temporarily. Yeah, I'll go to this one. Laying out here temporarily. Why do they make ripping Blu-ray so annoying? Yes. So, XH Point Ticket gets you a free entry. XH Point Ticket Max gives you all the entries that you're possibly able to get. First ticket is free, so even if you haven't been here yet. So I said I was about ready to start a ticket or an entry, by the way. I haven't done it yet. Hold on. That's not the one I thought it was. Alright, let me go see once it clears. Come on. You know you want to. Jeez. This thing is taking forever. one more time, we'll refresh and hope it goes. Weird. It doesn't like it when I do that. Okay. So we're gonna have to jump back onto the front page, grab it real quickly. I'll try a different card. Apparently didn't like that method. I know there's plenty of money on it, but you know, crap happens. Let's see here. This one? No. Ah, the Red Festival lore. That's something we could have done. It's not a Pioneer. Yeah, it's definitely not a Pioneer. So we'll be giving away a 100i Red Festival starter. There we go. Open it up now. Do y'all remember this model? Like, this is actually an older model. Hey, thank you for the follow, Fiber Limpa 07s. Welcome. This one here is the 300i. Good morning as well. And yes, this is original footage. It's just really old. It's an old code, but it checks out. Yeah, I like the old models probably better than the new ones, but I get why they switched it. Let's see, if I remember correctly. You go in here and grab the kit for the wife. Wright Brothers base? Yeah. Actually, I think this camera would probably be the best one for right now while I'm working on this. Yep, that's correct, Attack Bacon. Yep, I thought somebody grabbed that to one of my mods. Sorry, Darkness. I'll do that while I'm waiting. That was Old Turned Eye? Yeah, that's correct. There it goes, finally. Took it long enough, but we have it now ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not entered into that current giveaway for the 100 die starter package for Red Alert, get in on it now. This is your last call. I had to do some Quagmire in there. I know, terrible impression. Alright everyone, here we go. We're going to close it out here in any second at the end of this clip. Alright, here we go. I need some drum rolls in chat, everybody. Exclamation point drum roll, exclamation point drum roll 2. And your winner is Fiber Limpa, coming on in kind of last second, but I like it. Congratulations, Fiber Limpa. Exclamation point win prize. To figure out what you need to do to claim it, follow that their instructions. Appreciate everybody being here tonight. It's been a fun night. This is our first Monday stream that we've done since the reboot. So thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you all for dealing with me with my terrible disease.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mundus.
Thank you for our new followers, Fiverr, Ghost, Crypto, Rich, and Mr. Jinxie. I appreciate you all the support y'all did. Whether you knew it or not, the follows tonight actually extended our stream a little bit. So, I forgot to turn off a thing. So, you know, let it happen. typically Friday nights. Anytime we get any follows or anything like that, it extends the night. And I forgot to turn it off from last Friday night, so there's that. We'll be back tomorrow night doing some bonkers for bunkers. We'll be doing some platforms and bunker missions and trying to do challenges with them. Maybe y'all can do the knife only or fist only challenge. So be checking your Twitch points for that to see if that's an option that you can unlock. But thank you all once again. I've said this before many a time, but for anybody that's new, ad break, really? Well, I'll wait till the end of that ad break. And for the moment, we'll do an M raffle, I guess. Timing. No problem. Enjoy. Almost there. Almost there. Thank you, Sagewise. We'll be doing a raid here any second. If you've got it, do the raid 1. If not, raid 2. If you stick around until we do the raid right before it, I will drop 100 fish bacon for everybody. So hang out, get some extra fish bacon to take home to your family. Yeah, I need to really do like a linker there, Bullet Man, but it's exclamation point raid or exclamation point raid 2. There you go. And if you enjoyed the show and you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate a follow from y'all. I like seeing new people, meeting new people, and as I was getting to and getting distracted on, because ADHD is a thing, I do this just to meet new people. That's my main motivation for it, is meeting new and interesting folk. I don't do this for the fame. I don't do this for the glory. I don't do it for the money. I do it to meet you and chat. So thank you for being here. Thank you for giving up your Monday evening in a way for coming hang out here when you could have been at anywhere else, or you could have been watching another streamer instead. So thank you all. We'll be back tomorrow night doing bonkers for bunkin'. See, I'm already showing that I'm tired and need to go to bed. Bonkers for bunkers, and like I said, we'll be allowing you all to unlock challenges. We'll be doing predictions, and it'll be a lot of first-person shooter type activity. If that interests you, give it a look. I'll show you all some tips and tricks of the trade, especially within the current Star Citizen realm. So come check it out. And I'm gonna let you all out with a bit of a penguin song here.
We're under attack. All personnel report. This is not a drill.
When it hits the fan, lost your frostbitten hand. Medics can't land. You need a fighting friend. He'll find you falling, pulse throbbing, fish bacon calling, meds dropping. It's the ice lover's wonderland. Is here to the end. Is your fighting friend. Is here to the end. Is your fighting extreme winds kicking in. Your squad's mowed down, not good enough to defend. When will it end? The throbbing pain just won't end. Penguins drops in, sees your predicament. Take that shot. Will the numbers come to an end? Penguin is here to the end. Penguins is your fighting friend. Penguins is here to the end. Penguins is your fighting friend.
Penguins is the end. Your friend isn't making amends. Take his fin. We'll get you and your friends past the wind. We'll get each of them. Penguins took a chance and dove back in. He fought like no man. Hey, like no man. But like a penguin of nails forged in space. Each fin equipped with knives. It's the ends of the invader life.